Okay, so let's start the class. In the last class, we are discussing about the advanced data types. So in this class, we're going to start with the modules concept. Okay. So first we'll understand what is module. So module is nothing but simply it's a Python file. Okay. Python file or Python libraries or Python. So all are the same words. So whenever you create any particular project, in that particular project, there are n number of files will be there. Okay. And sometimes you need to access the one file information with the another file. So how to access those particular concepts? How to access the data? How to use the functionalities? Okay, how to access the classes? To access all these things, we have a concept called module concept. So using the module, simply what we are doing, we are accessing one particular Python file with the another particular file. Okay. And what is package? Package is nothing but the folder where n number of particular files are created as a one particular package. Okay, just assume there is a one formula is there. So in the mathematical calculation formulas are in the created as a one module. Some statistic data related formulas created as a one module. Okay, so it means using of this mathematical and statistical, there are two files are there and two files is created as a one folder and save as a one folder and given one particular name as a something packages. Okay, clear this point? No. Whenever you create any particular file here, so this particular Python file, okay, there are two ways, two types of files are there. Okay, nothing but two type of modules are there. We have types of modules. The first one is called built-in modules, built-in modules, and second one is called user-defined modules. Okay, built-in modules means what? These files are already created. Okay, or nothing but you can say ready-made files. Okay, ready-made Python files. So some files built in, like some files are already available for you when you install the Python. Means directly you can able to access. And some files, if you want to use, then you have to install the means there are some particular files are which is not available with the Python software, like numpys are there, pandas are there, matplotlib is there. Apart from there are different particular Python files are there. If you wanted to use those files, you have to first install the file and then you can able to access the files here. Okay, what is a user defined module? User defined module means completely file is not available. Now you are creating your own particular Python file. Okay, and you are creating all your particular, you're storing in that particular file, you're storing data, you're writing functionalities, classes, and that files can be accessible by the other particular developers, or you are also accessing with the some other particular files. That is called user defined modules. Means here these are the custom Python file saved as a .py format. Means user is creating their own Python file, okay, according to the requirement. Okay, now if I wanted to access, just assume there is a built-in files are there or user-defined files are there. So how to access these files? How to access the module? So there are different ways are there to access the files here. The first is method is accessing the module using the module name. Second is, just assume name is very lengthy. Okay, accessing the module name module using the reference variable. So you can give a shortcut name, and every time you don't need to write the lengthy name, you can access the shortcut name. Next thing, accessing the module identifiers directly. So here, sometime I don't want it to give the module name, reference name. Whatever the identifiers are stored inside of the module, directly I wanted to access. Okay. Fourth one, accessing the all the identifiers from the module at a time. Normally, what will happen whenever you want to access any identifier from that particular file, you have to give the name of the identifier. Just assume 50 identifiers are there, 100 identifiers are there. At a time you wanted to access. So how to access? That is the fourth method. Fifth one, accessing the module from the package. So there are 5 different ways are there. So we are going to understand all the different concepts. So syntax is okay. First of all, you have to mention the import command. Then you have to mention the module name. That's it. And whenever you wanted to access, you just need to mention the module name dot identifier. So here in this particular area, what we're doing, first of all, you are accessing the module, and then here you are accessing the identifier, means which it may be a variable, it may be a any type of uh, functions, classes like that. Okay. Now, second one, as reference variable, and then you don't need to mention the module name here. You have to mention the reference variable. This is the second method. Now I don't wanted to mention the module name. I don't want to mention reference variable name. This identifier I wanted to access directly, like how we access the printer function, input functions directly. We are accessing, right? Same how you can able to access directly. Okay. So first of all, you have to mention from module name import which identifier you wanted to access. For example, you are accessing two identifiers, so you have to mention comma identifier, identifier 2, and then directly you can able to access the identifier. Okay. Now just assume there are 50 identifiers are there, 100 identifiers are there. How you can able to access that? So simply what you need to mention here, you need to mention here star. If you mention the star, then all the particular identifiers you can able to access. So whatever you wanted to mention, you can mention directly and you can access all the modules. Next, this particular module or Python file is saved into the some folder or package. Then how to access this? So for that purpose, you have to mention from, then you have to mention the package name, then you have to mention module name, then you have to mention import, and then which identifier you wanted to access. If all the identifiers you wanted to access, you can mention start symbol. Instead of this, if you wanted to access multiple identifiers, then directly you can mention the instead of like this is identifier 1. If multiple identifiers are there, then identifier 2. Like that, you can access the multiple identifiers using the comma. If all the identifiers you wanted to access at a time, mention the start symbol. Okay. So this is the way you're going to access the identifiers. Okay. Now let's understand with the examples here. So I'm going to use first built-in modules, and then I'm going to create the user-defined modules. For built-in modules, I'm going with the math library. So you can say this is a math library. So this library is used for the mathematical calculations. Now you can see there is a different functions are there: ceil function, fabulous function, factorial functions, GCD of the given number function, square root function, LCM function. Okay, you can see here there are different functions are there. So let's use some particular functions. Log function is there, sine theta, degree, special functions, constant functions. Okay, so different functionalities are there. You can see power of the given number, square root of the given number. So let's access some particular things. So here I'm going to use the built-in modules. So in the built-in module, let's go with the math library. And here I'm going to access this particular library. So you have first, let's go with the first method. Okay, what is the first method? Importing the import module. Okay, so just you have to mention import. What is the module name? Math is there. Now if I wanted to access math dot square root of 4, like this, math dot power of to the power of 3. Okay, so power symbol TWO. So let's write math dot power of something to the power of 3. So I can see 8 is getting. So this is the way like you're accessing the particular module name and then identifier. Now let's go with the second one, using reference name I wanted to access. So let's access, I don't want to give every time math, I'm giving this reference name as a m here. So directly now you can able to access m of factorial of 2, m of square root of 2, okay, m dot power of 3 to the power of 4. Okay, this is the way you can able to access. Now third method, from directly I wanted to access, directly accessing without using module name and which directly accessing the module name and reference name. Okay, now let's use the from keyword and then module name, that is math, and which I wanted to import. For example, I wanted to import the factorial. Okay, and I wanted to use the square root. Okay, two functions I wanted to import. So now I can able to access only these two functions. For a factorial of 4, I'll get the factorial of 4. Square root of 9, I'll get the square root of 9. But if I use some other function, for example, power function I wanted to use, something to the power of 3. So here, okay, you can see the power function because, okay, m we have used math dot import. Okay, we have already using, let's use some other particular functionality, GCD of the given. We have not used the GCD, right? So let's use something 12 comma 20. So here we can see we are getting the error, but you can see here if I just scroll up, there is a GCD of two numbers there. You can see GCD is there. So why cannot able to access? Because this is we have not given. Okay, this things is not given as a identified list. Okay, so now I wanted to access all the particular items. So simply you can write from module import star. Okay. Oh, sorry, module name we have to mention, right? From math import star. Okay. So now you can GCD of the given number something 12 and 20 will get the result. But earlier you are not getting. It is saying like GCD was not defined because here we have not imported. Okay. This will be the difference. Okay. Now remaining thing also you can able to access. Let's use some other particular functions. Floor function. Okay. Floor of something 12.20. Okay. Same we have seal function. Okay. So this will give the round figure value, okay, and in the decreasing level, and it is in the increasing level. So these are the some functions are there we are accessing. Now let's go with the user defined. Means these are the files already created here. Now how to create our own particular file? So let's create some particular files here, and here I'm going to give the file name Python file, and let's give this name as a file1.py. In the file1.py, let's give one function name as a add, and here I'm going to write a comma b, and here I'm going to mention some return a plus. Let's add some variables also. Let's add variable one. Hi, you are in Python. Okay, save this. Let's create one more file, Python file. In this, let's create one more variable. Hi, you are in file number. Okay, let's create some function also, something subtraction. Let's use a comma b, return a minus. Okay, let's create one more file. File3.py. Okay, let's write variable 3 in this file and created some function here. Let's assume multiplication a comma b, return a into. Okay, let's create one more function, division a comma b, return a divided by b. Okay, now let's create one folder here, package. So here let's go back to the main folder, and here I need to new folder. Let's give this folder name as a calc. Okay, and in this particular calc folder, let's create one Python file. Let's give this Python file name. How many files we have created? File 1, file 2. Where is the file 2? This is file 2. Let me check. Yeah, this is file 2, right? We have not given the name. Okay, so now this is file 4. Okay, so let's create some function. Square of the function. Let's pass square of the given number. Return a into a. Let's create one more function. Cube of the given number. Return a into a into a. Let's create one more function. Power of the given number. Return a to the power of b. Let's create one variable also. Something variable for I you are in. Okay, now we have 4 different files are created. Now I wanted to access the file. So how to access the file? Let's understand one by one. So user define module. So we have created our own particular .py files. So here let's create the file here using the first method, using the import module name. What is the module name? File 1 is there. Now in file 1 what we have created? Variable 1 also we have created. In file 1 we have created the add function also. Clear? This is the way like how you can able to access the using the module name. Let's go with the second one. What is the second one? Using the reference variable. So import file 2 as a f2. Okay, now I wanted to access f2 dot variable 2, f2 dot subtraction function we have created, right? Let's write 5 comma 2. You can see subtraction is happening. Now let's go with the third method. In the third method, I wanted to access the directly I wanted to access. So here from module name, that is math, import the what we have created. We have created variable 3, we have created multiple and division. 3 things. So you can mention star also, so all the things are able to access. So now you can see variable 3 directly what we have created in the file 3. Let me check. Let's refresh. File number 3. What okay, here I've mentioned math, right? From file 3 import star. Okay, so now you write variable 3, you can able to access. We have created multiplication formula. Let's write 2 comma 3. We have created division formula also. Let's write 5 comma 7. Now you can see all the answers are printing perfectly. Now let's go to the next one. That is the package. Okay, so we have created which package? We have created a package with the name of calci. So here you have to mention calci dot. What is the next thing you have created? Inside of the calci, you have created the file 4. So here you have tried file 4 import. I wanted to import all. So we have created variable 4. We have created square of the given number. Okay, we have created cube of the given number. We have created power of the given number. Let's try 3 to the power of 3. I can see these results are printed here. This is the simple way how to use the module concept. So there are 2 type of modules are there: built-in modules, custom modules. So we have learned how to access the built-in modules and how to create our own particular modules and how to access the modules. So these are the different ways are there. We can use any particular method and you can able to access the modules. Okay. Now coming to the task. Let's Okay, so these are the tasks are there. Now, what are the tasks are there? First question, write a program to develop a 4-digit integer OTP using the random module. So you have to research what is random module, like how we have researched the math library, same research about the random module. So what is the random module and how to generate when the 4-digit OTP. So whenever you run the program, it should execute the 4-digit OTP only integers. In the second program, you can see 6 digits are there, 4 integers, 2 characters. In the third program, you have to give some particular string value, and that string value should be convertible into the .mp3. You can see in the first, second question, I have given the module name, but third question, I have not mentioned the module. So you have to research which module is converting the given string to the mp3 file. Fourth one, write a program which is listen your words and convert into the string value and then search into the Google. So here also you have to research a library, how you can, when you say something, your particular program should accept your voice. Means in the laptop, if you are saying something like uh, Virat Kohli, so then it will accept this particular word Virat Kohli, then convert this word speech to the text in the format, string format, and then send this particular text to the Google search engine. And in the Google, you should get okay Virat Kohli information. Like normally how you use the hello Google, like clear this point. So research about the things, try to complete this particular 4 tasks. If you're getting any doubt, questions, okay, so let me know. So that's it for today. Any doubt, any questions?